Welcome to Voice of the Nation. I'm Chanchai Wong. For a very long time, gold is considered to be a safe haven for investors, especially in the time of economic uncertainty like this. But nowadays, there are many other types of investment, such as cryptocurrency and NFT. So is gold still considered to be a safe haven for investors? Today, we are going to talk with Kun Nattapong Hiranyasiri, Chief Executive of MTS or Maetong Suk Gold, about gold investment in the midst of going on inflation, rising interest rate, and war in Ukraine. Welcome คุณณัฐพงศ์ to Voice of the Nation ครับสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
Okay, first of all, let me ask you, how is the price of gold today? I believe it's somewhere around 30,000 baht, right?
For Thai price, yes, it's around 29,500, and for the gold spot now is setting around 1,700 per ounce. So usually gold price has been in this range for this past few months, but you can see that the gold price this year has been making all-time high because of the Russia-Ukraine war. It went to almost $2,100 per ounce, and then now it come back all the way down for about $300 to $400 already.
Okay, and this year we have a lot of things going on around the world. Okay, like you mentioned, we have war in Ukraine. We also have energy crisis in Europe, inflation everywhere, and COVID-19 also still there. How will all this affect the price of gold this year?
So usually gold price is a safe haven. So it like anything that is when there's a time of war or time of uncertainty, usually all the money will come to the gold because when there's a war uncertain, that's where the safe haven is. But because now the war is still going on, but
Yes.
because now the dollar has been rising, because gold, there's two type of safe haven in this world. One is gold, the other one is dollars. But now in dollars, you can keep dollars and get interest deposit because now the Fed is increasing interest rate to tame off the inflation. So because of that, that's why now the gold price keep coming down and the dollar keep rising. So gold is always been in few centuries in terms of investment and in terms of safekeeping. What I always say is that gold is not just an investment. It's actually protect you from inflation. And as you can see that gold price now has been keep increasing, even though it dropped a lot in terms of dollar terms, but it haven't been setting a new, it still keep, if you compare it 10 years or 20 years ago, it's much higher. For example, in Thailand, gold price per baht used to be about 5,000 baht to 10,000 baht.
When I was
Now
born.
is, yes. Somebody asked me the other day whether, can they buy gold with me in at the 10,000 baht? I say, if you want to buy gold at 10,000 baht, maybe you see if you can buy a noodle boat noodle for 5 baht. Meaning that before is the cost of living keep increasing. So gold price is actually not increasing. It's actually stay the same. It keep the value of your money, but the value of the money in your pocket is actually going lesser and lesser every year because of the inflation. You know.
Oh,
So
I see.
people, yeah. So basically, whether you keep in the fiat currency or whichever, it keep decreasing because of the inflation. So what is inflation? As you know, I think everybody already know this year
Yes.
is a very all-time high inflation. But for gold price, it's not increasing. It's actually stay the same, but it's just the value of the money in your pocket is lesser. So you can say that gold is actually acting like a currency saving or valuation saving of your asset and your wealth. So the more people can keep, the more asset and the more wealth they can be protected. You know, so gold it can act as a not just for speculation, but it can also act as a well preservative wealth for you as well.
Okay, so like instead of putting your money in a bank, but because of the inflation, your money is getting less value and value every year.
Yes, correct.
Maybe people wanna.
So last month the Thai inflation is about 5 to 6%, right? Now what the interest rate that the bank give you?
Less than 1%, I think.
Yes, maybe 0.5%, 50
Yes.
basis points, so 0.5%. So if you put the money in the bank this year, you're losing 5% to inflation.
Okay.
As you can see that is putting the bank is safe, but it's not doesn't mean that you know you have to beat inflation because now the cost of living increased, whether it's gas price, food price, everything. So that's why the gold price is the one that is protecting your wealth, is protecting you from inflation. It's the best way to hedge against inflation.
Okay. Interestingly, that if we look at the price of gold, September last year is about 27,000 baht, and September this year is 29 is at almost 30,000. That's about 10% increase in 1 year. So it seems
Yes.
like gold is still a good protection for your money, like you mentioned.
Like I say, it's not the gold price doesn't increase 10%. It's the other way around. The valuation of the money in your bank is lesser 10%. Meaning that
Okay.
it makes sense because if you see all the inflation number this year, it's always about 5 to let's say 7%, So meaning that because of the inflation this year is very high, that's why gold price is actually the inflation we have been foreseeing it since last year because as you can see the gold price already come up almost 10%. But actually it translates that the money in your pocket is lesser 10% because of the inflation this year.
Okay. And how is the gold trading in Thailand this year? A lot of people still come in a gold shop to buy gold for their own security or maybe give to others people.
I think in Thailand, most of it's very common for people to buy gold and they to purchase gold to give as a gift or to invest or well protect their wealth in gold. So normally in Thailand, the gold shop can always get the gold and then they will they will buy the gold. So activity has been quite okay this year. Compared to last year is better because last year I think it's because of the crypto boom. So everybody go to crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all this. But because this year crypto crash, so that's why now people look for another alternative asset to protect. And as you can see that people keep saying sometimes that maybe Bitcoin is the new digital gold. But as you can see, the volatility of Bitcoin is a volatile asset compared to
Okay.
gold, right? So usually that's why people start to realize that okay, there's no competition between the crypto and the traditional asset like gold, but gold is actually a better asset to preserve and less volatile compared to the crypto market. Like today, the crypto crashed almost 5 to 10% because of yesterday high inflation, meaning the Fed will keep increasing the interest rate. But today, gold maybe drop about, I think about 2% yesterday.
Okay. And in Thailand, the older generation, like our parents, they love to buy gold for both fashion and investment. But how the young people today see gold? Do they think that gold is only for older people, or do they also think that gold is a good way to invest their money as well?
If you ask me last year, they would say that we are the gold people like me is old-fashioned people.
Get that a
but
lot.
But yeah. Last year is if you ask me this question, I would answer it differently. But if you ask me now, I think people started to see that there's no competition between new type of asset. Innovation is good. Innovation is always welcome. But again, sometimes everything has to be back to basic, right? So meaning that people started to see that actually gold is a very good well preservation asset. So now it become the other way around. All the new generation who invest in crypto, now they want to buy gold because they want to protect their wealth. They realize that they should allocate money that, okay, if you want something that is volatile, something we call it like exciting for investment or speculation, then you put the money in crypto. But if you want something to protect your wealth, to keep the money as a preservative, then you put in gold. So that's the I think it started to become another asset class for people. And Thailand is so easy to buy gold. You can buy anywhere. So many
Yes.
gold shops. And now there's a digital gold. We have a speculative gold like gold futures, gold trading in the exchange. So in Thailand, we are one of the biggest countries for gold trading. And I think it's very common now for new generation. And I think gold will still be with us. And crypto, of course, will still be with us. People say that crypto will kill traditional asset like gold. But for us, we think that we have to live together, meaning whether crypto go and everything will co-align and everybody will, if you want speculative asset, you go to crypto. If you want well protective asset, you go to gold.
Okay. Talking about digital gold, can you explain what are some of the ways that people can invest in gold right now? Because before people have to go to gold shop in Chinatown and buy a ring or necklace or gold bar if they want to invest in gold. But there are more options nowadays.
Yes, so now it's technology is very advanced. So now you can buy gold using like different technologies. For example, with us in MTS, we build a digital gold using blockchain, the technology that you use for crypto called MTS blockchain, and then you can put some money to invest in the gold in the blockchain so that you know it's a safe and security asset, and you can keep the gold and you can redeem the gold and send to anywhere in Thailand. So that's another new way of saving and investing for gold. And also now we also have connect our system with like Paotang, one of the biggest app in Thailand with 40 million users. You can trade gold and buy sell gold in dollar terms in Paotang. But this one you have to be a Thai citizen. You need to have a Thai ID
Okay.
to go and buy and sell. The only downside is that you cannot use the government คนละครึ่ง which is half to buy the gold.
You
It's
cannot.
not allowed. It's only for investing, you know.
Okay, because price of gold change every day, so you cannot
Yes.
use future money to buy gold.
It depends what you are when you ask me that. So these are the type of investment and saving. But if you want something like trading, speculative, those also there's a such products such as gold futures in Thailand Future Exchange. These are all the official channels that allow the local and the anybody who interested to buy trade gold to trade. So we have gold online, gold futures in Thailand Future Exchange market as well. And also these are the official way, which is a bit different from the other. You know, now you might see some scam or some other a lot of news in the news. Those are the we call it unofficial, and usually those are the one that once you put in the money, definitely cannot withdraw the money because they are
Okay.
looking at your money. But for the official channel, we are fully regulated by Thailand Security House, Stock Exchange of Thailand, and this is where we have to manage and protect the client asset. And you can also trade and feel safe in terms of the product of the gold futures, which is a speculative product.
Okay, so I think it is best for everybody to keep some gold in their pocket. And thank
Yes.
you, Kun Nathapong, very much for talking with us today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank
ส
you.
วัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
That's all for Voice of the Nation. Thank you for staying with us.